This may sound harsh to some, but nobody owes you a thing for becoming pregnant. What is up, everybody? It's Kelsey with Diary of the Childfree, and today I'd like to welcome you back to the second video of our monthly series, What Would You Do? Today, we'll be discussing a Reddit post I saw not long ago regarding a woman who's planning a girls' weekend for her birthday. She mentions that she is usually the type of person who doesn't mind sleeping on the couch or taking the least admirable accommodation because she is typically the single, child-free friend. But since it was her birthday weekend, she felt inclined to take the primary bedroom suite in their Airbnb. However, her friend decided to make these demands that she needed the primary bedroom because she was recently pregnant and needed more privacy and extra space. What would you do? Whether you're big on birthdays or not, it's customary that you get special treatment or at least treat yourself to something special. After all, you made it another year around the sun. As this woman goes on to describe, she's often not the type of person to simply just go and indulge in all of these type of events that have taken place in the past. She's used to being more flexible or accommodating based on what others need or what simply seems to be fair. With that being said though, this is her birthday weekend, and from what I gathered or could at least assume, I'm sure she's handling most of the arrangements in terms of booking the Airbnb and planning any of the activities that they may do. Planning a weekend getaway may sound simple, but it's not always that easy when you need to find a location that is suitable for everybody's needs, has enough bedrooms, has enough space, and meets a certain price range. And when you're planning your own getaway or party with friends or family, you would hope that things go according to plan. And to have a friend unnecessarily make things stressful for everybody is typically not what we have envisioned. Now, to each their own, but from an outsider's perspective, being pregnant doesn't mean that everyone has to cater to you. There are always going to be considerations, of course, that mainly come out of politeness, such as offering your seat for a pregnant woman to sit. But ultimately, when a person becomes pregnant, they chose that for themselves and have to deal with all that it involves. Pregnancy is quite obviously known to have its difficulties, and when a person chooses to become pregnant, they're signing up for everything they have to deal with, and it should be known that not everyone has to bend over backwards for you in that process. And in this specific scenario described, it's not like there weren't any other rooms available. On this girl's getaway, it was taken into consideration that everyone would have their own room and no one would be sleeping on a couch or an air mattress or something of the sort. So this pregnant friend could have easily asked or traded with another friend in the group for a different room that was maybe a little bit more accommodating to their needs. Instead, she decided to make this whole trip more about her needs and what was going on in her life versus a weekend that's supposed to be about this woman's birthday and just enjoying the time with her friends. You see, it's one thing to politely ask or simply bring it up in the group discussion to go over how your needs may vary being pregnant, but to just boldly make demands, it's outrageous, and I don't blame this woman for being frustrated with her friend. If you feel like your pregnancy makes you require certain accommodations or settings while you're away from home, maybe look into staying at another location nearby, or don't go at all if it's gonna be that difficult. The main difference between the primary bedroom and any regular bedroom in this Airbnb is only a matter of space. You're going to have still a bed and walls, so the pregnant friend demanding that she gets the primary bedroom during a weekend that's not about her is kind of just silly overall. Now, I could see maybe if there's going to be an issue with bathrooms, but from the amount of people that were mentioned to be staying at this weekend getaway, I would assume that this isn't a very small Airbnb, so I doubt that bathrooms would even be an issue. Personally speaking, I wouldn't budge in this situation, but if you are celebrating a certain milestone, it's a special moment, at least for you, and you want the opportunity and just chance to feel spoiled, pampered, and just enjoy your time, whether it's by yourself, with friends, or family. And just like that woman celebrating her birthday weekend, my husband and I can relate to her in the sense that since we are child-free, although we are a couple, we usually end up with the less accommodating spaces when it comes to friends or family outings. And so if we were to celebrate something special, whether it be with friends or family, we would want the more desirable room. Because if I put myself in this woman's shoes, I'm the one taking the time and energy to book everything, plan any events, and more than likely, she's eating up a bigger chunk of the cost compared to everybody else. So of course, I would want first dibs on the rooms available. Understandably, not too many people want to get involved in conflict or even risk losing one of their friends, especially around a time that is supposed to be happy and more so enjoyable. However, with that being said, there's a few major ways I could see this scenario unfolding. The woman with the birthday can give up the room and harbor frustration. The pregnant friend gets told that she can't have the room and she gets upset for no one accommodating her. The woman with the birthday chooses to avoid conflict and gives up the primary bedroom to a friend to make her happy and avoid any arguing or stress. Or the woman with the birthday chooses to stand her ground, not give up the room, and maybe in a perfect world, the pregnant friend chooses understanding. All things considered, how a person chooses to react is going to vary greatly depending on the person's personality, the dynamics of the friendship, as well as many other factors. So now I turn this question over to you guys. What would you do and how would you handle this situation? Perhaps some of you have even lived this experience similarly before. Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to stay posted. And as always, keep being authentically child-free.